Good morning, everyone. Today is Matthew chapter 17. And after 6 days, Jesus took it with him, Peter and James and John, his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, there appeared to them Moses and Elijah talking with him. And Peter said to Jesus, Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make three tents here, one for you, and one for Moses, and one for Elijah. He was still speaking when, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and a voice from the cloud said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. When the disciples heard that this, they fell on their face and were terrified. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, Rise and have no fear. And when they lifted up their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus only. And as they were coming down the mountain, Jesus commanded them, Tell no one the vision until the Son of Man is raised from the dead. And the disciple asked him, Then why do the scribes say that first Elijah must come? He answered, Elijah does come, and he will restore all things. But I tell you that Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they pleased. So also the Son of Man will certainly suffer at their hands. Then the disciple understood that he was speaking to them of John the Baptist. And when they came to the crowd, a man came up to him and kneeling before him said, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he has seizure and he suffered terribly. For often he falls into the fire and often into the water. And I brought him to your disciples, and they could not heal him. And Jesus answered, O faithless and twisted generation, how long am I to be with you? How long am I to bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the boy was healed instantly. Then the disciple came to Jesus privately and said, Why could we not cast it out? He said to them, Because of your little faith. For truly I say to you, if you have faith like a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, Move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. As they were gathering in Galilee, Jesus said to them, The Son of Man is about to be delivered into the hand of men, and they will kill him, and he will be raised on the third day. And they were greatly distressed. When they came to Capernaum, the collectors of the two drachma tax went up to Peter and said, Does your teacher not pay the tax? He said, Yes. And when he came into the house, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, What do you think, Simon? For whom do kings of the earth take toll for or tax, for their sons or from others? From their sons or from others? And when he said, From others, Jesus said to him, then the sons are free. However, not to give offense to them, go to the sea and cast a hook, and take the first fish that comes up, and when you open its mouth, you will find a sickle. Then take that and give it to them for me and for yourself. Amen. Today we read Matthew chapter 17. So the Matthew chapter 17, the first part is correspond to chapter 16. When you come to chapter 16, you can find here that truly I say to you, there are some standing here who will not taste death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Is it here, right? So it fulfill on chapter 17. Like Jesus transfigured in the mountain of transfiguration, and three disciples, Peter, James, and John, they were see Jesus in the transfigured, and his face was shone like sun, and his clothing changed, white as light. And they were able to see Moses and Elijah. So this is the transfiguration, and they were able to see his glory. Yeah, and this is the scene. And what is unique here is when you read book of Exodus, when God descended on Mountain Sinai, he covered himself with the dark cloud, right? But here, when when Jesus transfigured, they were able to see what? The cloud. What kind of cloud here? Speaking and voice, and behold, the bright cloud there, right? So that is the difference. Yeah. I'm sorry, I have many things to talk about, but this is the difference between, dark cloud and bright cloud. And Jesus revealed his, godly presence to his disciple, and God command him, right, listen him. It's amazing story, right? But I want to tell you about this today, that is tax of two shekel. Segel? Yeah, in Korean we call segel. When you meditate this, it is very unique. From where Peter got the sickle, Jesus asked him to cast the hook, and the first fish is there. First fish, you will get a sickle. And you can take and give half for whom? Half for yourself, and half for whom? Jesus Christ. Why I love this? Why I love this story? Because it reminds us of the Peter's true calling. When Jesus told Peter to find a coin in a fish mouth and said, "Give it to them for my tax and yours," he wasn't just solving the financial problem or, to fulfill the duty, but he was reminding Peter of today he first called him to be a fisher of men. Just as Peter pulled a coin for the temple from a fish, his new mission was pull soul. So the half sickle, okay, sickle uh is for temple. Then how can we have how can we give things to for the God's kingdom? Where we can get it? That's why Jesus asked Peter to cast the hook so he can get the coin in the fish, the mouth of fish. So this is, isn't it amazing how thoughtful Jesus is? He could just give one coin for Peter and take it and give it to them. He could say that. But he asked him to cast the hook and cut a fish, and through that he want Peter to remind himself that he was called a fisher of men. So ultimately, this miracle is kind of bridge the Peter's past as a fisherman and his present as disciple and his future, you know, the fisher of man. So it is kind of miracle and give us the bridge for his entire life. It's beautiful, right? So I hope you enjoy this meditation and please read once again and enjoy your day and may God bless you all.